everybody. It is Saturday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Pokemon HeartGold Randomized Nuzlocke. I'm here with Jess Kittrick. How you doing, Jess?
I'm so mad that I couldn't go to work today because people don't know how to drive.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Jeffrey Brandstetter, today is my 20th birthday. Time for some Pokemon. Indeed, it is time for some Pokemans. But first, time for some shameless shilling. Cause, oh, looky what I got here. I seem to have Voice from the Dark on CD. On an actual physical CD and everything. And you should go to my Kunaki store and go and buy that. Because it's a Voice from the Dark and it's got 25 minutes of extras and bloopers and outtakes. Do that.
Go buy the thing.
Go buy the thing. Go to my Teespring as well. My Teespring needs more love. I got t-shirts on there. Including stuff that I have not had before, as well as old t-shirt designs.
Samurai Tiger 19, I'll keep an eye out for your super chat in the regular chat. And for the T-Scream 80, the road was clogged with cars and also ice storm. And also, people don't know how to drive in ice. So, you know, that's fun.
That sure was a great movie, A Voice from the Dark. Good times. All right. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and we'll have a happy new year. Kyoji Kashu, when I saw the crawl for The Rise of Skywalker, my first thought was Star Wars Episode 9, The Dead Talk Back. Hashtag MSC3K. Also, Monday is my 45th birthday. Happy birthday for that and for Jonathan Brandstetter. And as a reminder, no spoilers for Rise of Skywalker. It's still too soon for people. I have made my feelings about it known. Andrew Levin, you should go on EFAP to challenge the most robust anti-Last Jedi arguments. There's no point. As
Skywalker sucks.
Viga wished to reiterate that she feels that The Rise of Skywalker sucked.
I mean, that's fair.
As Cage's Video Productions gets sound from the dim. No! Well, hi, Linkara. I just saw your latest unboxing. Spoilers, Viga gets Monster Girls and Sailor Moon figures. Linkara gets Elgar from Power Rangers.
Oh, is that what happened? I haven't watched it yet.
Samurai Tiger 19, ignoring all crap Marvel storylines, if the government requires all superheroes to be registered, would you be for it or against it and why? There's arguments on both sides.
I'm with Cap. I'm with Cap in that if you're registered, you will have to respond to a government, and a government will have an agenda.
Tony Walters missed last week because I was afraid of Rise of Skywalker spoilers. Guess my fears were unfounded. Liked the film, but I was also a bit disappointed. Here's some more money. I will take your money. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, but still, no spoilers because there's still people who haven't seen it yet. I think our spoiler thing should be like at least 2 months afterwards. I think by that point.
Yeah, that's fair. I also would request no Crisis on Infinite Earth spoilers because I have not watched it yet. I know that it picks back up in January. But yeah, please don't say anything about it that I don't already know, which is the plot. I know who's in it, so you can talk about that.
Ben Riley, I was watching some pre-bookshelf era Top Fourth Wall earlier today. I miss Snowflame. You should check out the vlog because a fan sent a wonderful gift. You can kind of see it back there, actually, which will become an item on the shelf, definitely.
Hooray!
Ricky Brainerd, hey Lewis, got some extra Christmas money, so enjoy and have a great New Year. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys. So I think it's time for us to. I think with that I can't remember his name all of a sudden. His super chat went through.
Oh, that was Samurai Tiger 19.
Yes.
You already read his.
Yeah, you read it?
No, you read it.
I did?
Yes.
Okay. And no Steven Universe spoilers. I just watched them before I started the stream. They're good stuff. I can't wait for Season 7 Steven Universe Therapy. Caleb Ciacelli, you have to get that CD now. I did get the long box of the t-shirt a couple weeks ago. Also, thanks a bunch for Shield. I'm assuming that means defending The Last Jedi. No problem, because I love The Last Jedi. I can rewatch it a million times. I love it. But yeah. Ninja Steel or Operation Overdrive. Ninja Steel is easily better than Operation Overdrive. It's not great, but it's still better.
I don't have a horse in this race.
Would you be willing to LP Zelda Breath of the Wild? Certainly. Problem is, I don't have a capture card for Switch games. Also, a new season of Doctor Who's coming up. I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, as we go along here, guys, no spoilers. Wait months. Gotta wait months.
Yeah, considering I'm still in 12th Doctor's era, yeah, please, no spoilers.
Alright, guys, time to start playing some games here. I think we should have ourselves some fun. Switching over to the game. Yeah, Pokemans, yeah. I just realized I didn't tweet it out.
Oh my god, how dare you.
Oh, good, like right off the bat, glitching.
Hooray!
I think it's because I didn't pause the emulator.
It's a really good glitch, though.
It was beautiful.
I'm kind of excited about this glitch. This is like one of those glitches that I really like. Chris Sanderson, did you ever find the letter that came with the Adventure Zone graphic novels?
Yes, and that was opened up on the Peel unboxing.
Akari Kid, so do you prefer Jodie as Dr. Beth or Beverly?
I'm not sure who Beth or Beverly are.
Okay. SKHS Video Production, you may be getting an HDMI capture card by April.
Ooh. That'll be fun. Also, I'm resetting this, because, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Jeffrey Brandstetter and T-Scream80, I will look for your super chats. Behorn, Merry Late Christmas Linkara, and Cats, hope all is well. Just want to spread some good vibes even after the holiday.
Well, it's appreciated, so thank you so much.
Jeffrey Brandstetter says, I missed the last couple of weeks. Who did we lose?
No one is dead. At least not as far as I know, at least not for the last few weeks.
And T-Scream80 says, so Linkara, Grookey, Sobble, or Score Bunny?
I got Sobble, Vega got Score Bunny. Also, we defeated Brock. Yeah, all that's left is Blaine and Gary. So we're just making our way through Viridian Forest. I don't remember what we caught in here, but we did catch something.
Seraph calls you a liar, Lewis, because you obviously would only play Bulbasaur.
If it was in the game!
If it was in the game, he said.
Ikari Kid, Beth equals Broadchurch, Beverly equals St. Trinians. Yeah, I've only watched her in Doctor Who, guys.
I've seen her in Broadchurch. From what I've seen of her as the Doctor, I prefer her as the Doctor. JB Rose, I'll look out for yours thingy as well.
Turning up the volume on the game a bit. JB Rose, Matthew Graydon, yay, Linkara year freak out Monday-ish. Yeah, I don't know if the episode's gonna come out on Monday. Like, Christmas threw us off something fierce, and I got second Christmas with the other side of the family on Sunday, so we'll see. I'm gonna try my best to get it out on Monday. I want us to keep the train of getting stuff out on time going. I will tell you there will be storyline.
Oh, hooray!
I gotta turn it down again. God, the sound is really difficult to get at a good level. Maybe it's just the Viridian Forest is so quiet. What about second Christmas?
JB Rose, happy holidays, successfully made a cola cake.
Nice! Hawk Hero, I know Christmas is over, but will 90s Dude ever get visited by the ghost of Christmas? You, Harvey, and Poyo did. He doesn't need to.
I mean, yeah, 90s Dude is pretty, I don't want to say well-adjusted, because that's not the right word.
He's better adjusted than others.
Yeah, he's better adjusted.
Alright, let's Aura Sphere Porygon Z.
Wait, is that
Death Madara, it is not a top 15 screw-ups. You should check my site because I posted a State of the Wall with things coming up. No, it's top 15 dumbest villain plans, dumbest evil plans of Atop the Fourth Wall, which people keep asking, wait, do you mean the storyline or the reviews? Obviously the reviews, we haven't even had 15 villains on of the storyline.
That's fair.
And none of the villain plans are dumb, except for, like Xenos occasionally.
I was gonna say, the first time that Mechacar showed up, I found that to be pretty stupid.
Why would that be stupid?
Well, because he just kept monologuing until he, like, don't be dumb.
Oh my god. Orange Ox by 7, 90s dude knows what he's about and is comfortable with where he is in his life. Yep.
That's fair. Yeah, that's definitely fair.
The Spoink can summon snow.
That's
Speaks too soon. We'll keep an eye out for your super chat.
Yeah, and then I gotta film my 2-parter tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
Matthew Grade and Booster Gold's gift does not count as an evil plan, but it is incredibly dumb. Also, Noel's in the chat if he wants to go get in on this.
No.
Noel would know about the storyline stuff because he's in the next storyline. These two would be visited by the ghosts of Image, Acclaim, and WWF, and they'd all just party and play games.
It's true. That's exactly what would happen.
I do like how HeartGold fixed up Viridian Forest.
Yeah. Yeah, Noel said yeah, add him.
Alright, 1 second here. Add person. Noel adding. So is Noel in here now is the question.
Hello.
Hello. Bill White, no, Contest of Champions is not done. We're getting storyline on Monday. Hopefully Monday.
Yay.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
you just said you weren't sure about Monday.
Hey, Lewis, are you sure you've had a chance to film new content for the Contest of Champions?
I might have.
Speaks too soon. Actually, Lee, Christmas is on its 4th day. We still have 8 more to go. Yes, that's correct. If you are still celebrating the 12 days of Christmas that culminates with the seeing of the wise men at the manger of Jesus, you are still in Christmas. That is correct.
B. Horn, Linkara, do you recommend Pokemon Shield if I don't care about the lack of national decks? Yes, I do. I think it's a perfectly fine game. I don't think it's a great game, but it's a good game. Jeffrey Brandstater, might I make a suggestion? Since you mentioned followers of Vice, what if you fought one in the Contest of Champions? Maybe we are. I don't know. I ain't saying nothing.
Who knows?
There might be, there might not be. It might be that I'm just setting up for future storylines because I'm kind of stupid like that.
You're stupid?
Yes.
Oh, that's news
He's
to me.
stupid, but in a smart way.
Oh, gotcha.
See, I have the dumbest evil plan.
Ah, I see.
Which is do storylines. Henriksen, regarding the Baby Yoda talk from last week's stream, you can either thank or blame Lucas for the fact that Yoda's species hasn't been named or explored for years. He just didn't want to explore it or have others explore it. Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I like having a little mystery.
Well, you see, I want to believe that the species name is Do No Try.
I hate you.
Evan Panbow, Star Wars Episode 9, Palpatine wins. No spoilers.
Yep, no Star Wars spoilers and no Mandalorian spoilers.
Oh,
I'm only on episode 4.
Yeah, especially no Mandalorian spoilers, because that also just happened.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance. I was going to go watch the finale this weekend, but then Ice Storm.
Yeah, I tried to drive through that to work and found 3 accidents in my way on Central, and I was just like, nope, and came back home.
Yeah. My
Alright,
dad lives like 40 minutes away. I'm not even trying.
Sir Straw Hat, we'll keep a lookout for your super chat.
Yep.
Okay, so Route 2. Have we already done Route 2? I feel like we have. Just goes from Diglett's Cave to Viridian Forest.
Do I think that
wanna say
Ryan
that's
Reynolds
Route
is
2.
legit about Deadpool 3? Yes. He is always legit about whenever he talks about Deadpool, because that is one of his favorite things to do in life. Although I'm very excited to see his movie Free Guy. That looks amazingly hilarious.
Just on the off chance
And
that
again-
wasn't Route 2, I'm gonna avoid the grass for now.
Huxley, hey Linkara, have you ever seen the 2011 Thundercats, and if so, what did you think of it?
I have not. I was never a Thundercats fan.
I did. It was fun.
Benjamin Hall, Lex Luthor, 40 cake plan for the win.
Sir Straw Hat, first of all, glad to see you got my letter. Second of all, I'm just going to assume that twin clones of Hitler and Pope Nightcrawler is going to make that top 15 list.
It is entirely possible. You'll have to watch the video to find out. Also, this probably just hyper-beamed us.
One thing regarding that Deadpool 3 is, I think it says a lot that Disney is putting so much into the promotion of Free Guy, which was a Fox film that they inherited, and allowed it to keep its release date. And I think everyone wants to get along with Ryan Reynolds right now. That's how Six Underground happened.
Yeah. No, Ryan Reynolds is probably one of the hottest people to work with in Hollywood right now, both literally and because he makes a ton of cash.
Plus, Disney does make a lot of R-rated movies. That's what the Touchstone imprint was for.
Right.
It's not even a separate studio. It's just an imprint they put on R-rated movies.
Yeah, and the thing, and a bunch of people are like, oh, well, they're gonna just, dumb down Deadpool. No, they literally said that they would never mess with Deadpool because Deadpool made a fuck ton of money.
People forget how Disney tends to operate. They buy your property, and then as long as you keep making them money, they don't care.
Right.
Yeah. I think Power Rangers is one of the rare instances where they just let it go.
Okay. Lou, Seraph said she just sent you the picture on Discord, and Noel, Seraph says hi.
I know.
Hi.
I will take a look at it in a bit. So I'm focused on Pokemoning.
Not a Mandalorian spoiler. I have a bad feeling Yoda's species called Jedi like the Sith is named after the Sith. I don't think so. Just because the Sith were actually a specific ancient race with their own customs and all of that, and I don't really get that vibe from Yoda's species other than because he's really the only one.
I'd be okay with that though, because there was the Sith race. So I'm okay with that, with the revelation that Yoda's people, which maybe have died out, are just the Jedi, and they started the religion.
Yoda's people are the fish because they're always being attacked by seagulls.
Stop it now.
Spoilers for Mandalorian.
Jacob Lerma will keep an eye out for your super chat. What's on my shirt? It's an advertisement for Creep Show.
Oh.
Rolling around. We don't fucking know.
Although I will say my favorite thing about Mandalorian is all the fucking memes.
Yeah, they definitely got a big hit for their first series out of the gate, and it's really caught on.
Gent, Linkara, I am sick. Give me sympathy. You have my sympathy. Curvis, hey Linkara, won't be on much tonight due to doing laundry at a laundromat at the moment. Could I get a small birthday shout out as it's on Monday? If not, no problem. Happy birthday to you, man.
Happy birthday. Hello, boy.
Do you have a kitty with you?
Yeah, my son. He just popped out from taking a nap because it's time for foods.
Yeah, we're not sure where the kitties are right now. Probably sleeping. They seem to have gotten to a rhythm of sleeping on Saturdays while I'm doing the stream.
Yeah. He may's been getting into watching hockey with me while I'm... It's great.
Yeah, I think one of the big things about Mandalorian, no spoilers, is it's definitely tapping into what makes a lot of samurai and Western films work, is that it's simple setup that is still, I want to say, ethically gray and has a lot of interesting nuance to it, and it's more about imagery and iconography and moments.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of it. I've only seen, Jacob Lerma says Baby Yoda versus Baby Sonic 2020. But no, I haven't seen a lot of Mandalorian. I've only seen the first 3 episodes, but from what I've seen so far, yeah, I can definitely tell you that I agree with that 100%.
Baby Sonic makes it look even more like a Chipmunks movie.
Right.
Evan Panbow, if you do some calculations, Baby Yoda will likely be old enough to train Jedi in about 26 to 27 years. Genth, is there a Cats comic, and if it were to be made and was terrible, would you want to review it? Of course!
God, imagine Rob Liefeld's cat comic.
Oh, jeez, I'd be so there.
SKH's video production, my stick tastes better than bacon. I don't remember the tune of it, but they just released a bad lip reading for Last Jedi of the Yoda scenes. So, of course, they reference seagulls, of course. Stop it now.
Do you hear this?
No.
Boy.
What about Baby Linkara and friends? We'll see. I need to market the. I need to have a successful
What is
thing
it?
to begin with. All right, it is Route 2, so we've already caught something on Route 2.
Where's the bean? Right there.
We're running out of areas to catch new Pokemon. Not that we really need to catch new Pokemon, but I just find that amusing.
Here for you.
Patrick Caulfield, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat.
Oh, bean ring.
Children, be nice.
To be fair, imagine a Jack Kirby adaptation of Cats.
I would be so there, though.
Like, one of my biggest regrets is that we never got a Jack Kirby comic adaptation of Dune. Imagine that.
Curvis Kitty, also Hime has good taste in sports puck, saying that as a Canadian. Yeah, it's actually hilarious. She does not watch while they're commentating. She only watches when there's actually hockey being played.
Zero Armor, Yoda's race would be called the Jedi if that piece of the EU is still canon. That was definitely never canon because it's always just been Yoda's race.
I'm not in favor of canon.
How dare you not be in favor of canon? Oh yeah, we caught another Vespiquen last week. We named it Zaxby's.
Oh, cool. Nice. Patrick Caulfield, hi Lewis. Currently I'm in your second comic, in the second comic your show got me into, The Sandman. I'm currently in Season of Mist and was wondering what your favorite storyline is and favorite endless.
My favorite, I don't know if I have a favorite endless, maybe Death. But if I had a favorite a storyline, probably a Hope in Hell. Just that opening bit. There's good horror, there's good writing, just a lot of good stuff in that one. Lillian Lamp, good evening, good evening, guys. Lamp as usual, just modding games usual. Here's $20 for New Year. Thank you, Lillian Lamp. Speaks too soon. Did you ever play Pokemon Uranium? I did not. Sir Straw Hat, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat. There was another $1 one we have to keep track of.
I got that one. It was Patrick Caulfield. I read that one out for him.
Anyway, it's Route 1. Let's catch something here.
Wait, are we regressing on routes?
Yeah, because we're going through Kanto. Right now. We started in Johto. Basically, it's when you get to Kanto in this game, you basically kind of go in a weird spiral instead of starting at the beginning.
Boy, I'm gonna have to kick you
games without levels
there by the end of the first half of the thing gone. Okay, you gotta be a good boy. Yeah. Bean has to eat too, baby.
Shut up, Ethan. We're trying to catch a new Pokemon. And a Cascoon. We have a Silcoon, now we got a Cascoon.
Speaking of Sir Strauss Hat, speaking of Vespiquen, did you get that artwork of Vespiquen on the Iron Throne?
I did, but the thing is, I'm probably not going to use it because the picture of it is kind of low quality. It's nothing against you. It has Wonder Guard. Great. It's awesome. It's awesome. Like basically, like the throne is very pixelated, and I prefer to, and I'm good. Just like I prefer to try to keep things at a relatively similar level of like quality. Anyway, I'm gonna throw this Ultra Ball.
Bill White, why are you mentioning Spiral Zone? I'm intrigued.
And we got a Cascoon. We need a name for a male Cascoon.
Okay, alright. I'll talk about the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer. Of course she's gonna ride lightning. She's Zeus's child.
Wait, that Cascoon is exactly like those Silicoons. Are they similar species?
Yep, basically it's a branching evolution path where it's randomized. You can get one or the other. Cascoon evolves into Dustox, and Silcoon evolves into Beautifly. It endures attack with patience, because the more pain before evolution, the sturdier it becomes. Alright, Casper, Wonderwall, Johnny Cast. I like Johnny Cast.
I suggest Brimley, the star of Cocoon.
Mothman DS. Jeffrey Brandstetter, we'll keep an eye out for Super Chat. Captain Spiky, Cascoot. Wonder Ball, since Cascoon is just a ball. Kermit Ball, Morph Moth, Cass Wonder. Prickly, Wondercast, Cassie.
I like
Andrew
Cassie.
Kind, any advice for aspiring comic book writers? Expect to not get a lot published. It's good to just publish things on your own, especially if you just want to do a webcomic like that. Have something to show to people at like conventions and whatnot. Soakball, Castora, Batra, Hardenator, Bees, Artha, Mothra, Spiker, Cascute. I like Cascute.
Yeah.
I do like that, yeah.
Go with Cascute.
But yeah, I was gonna say so the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer, of course okay, Jeffrey Brensetter. Jeffrey Brensetter says, as you may not know, the great Stan Lee was born this day. May he rest in peace. Can the chat please be silent for the late Stan Lee?
It's hard to make a chat silent because everyone's kind of coming in at different frequencies.
But I think we had exactly one moment of silence there, so I'll take that.
Yeah, so, and Jacob Lerma, I'm looking for yours too. So my whole thing about the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer is I'm really happy that, okay, I don't know how they pulled it off, but Pedro Pascal is exactly who I cannot unsee as Maxwell Lord, and it's great. He actually looks spectacular. When I watched that trailer, I did not realize that was Pedro Pascal for like 3 minutes. Like, I had to actually go back and watch the trailer again for it because I didn't realize it was him. And that Kristen Wiig, though, in that long black dress, I am so there.
I know, she was wearing a great Kristen Wiig.
I hate you.
I love the fanny pack.
The fanny pack was the best thing.
I loved it. I love the music. Honestly, my favorite part of that trailer is her swinging from lightning bolt to lightning bolt with the lasso.
Yeah, and my favorite thing about that is people were like really mad because they were like, oh, well, you know, whatever. And I'm like, dude, she's the daughter of Zeus. Like, of course she's going to know how to ride the lightning.
I get not everyone liked the demigod retcon, but it's like, guess what? In this story, she is still a demigod.
Yeah, and not only that, but there's continuity for that. Like, there are certain storylines where she is a demigod, and then there are other storylines where she's just an Amazon.
Witch of the Masquerade, do you know Mara Jade Skywalker, and what are your opinions on her if you do? I know of her. I have no opinions about her. I honestly really do not care about the EU that much, sorry.
I'll get there soon. I'm currently reading through the old EU. I just got through the Han Solo trilogy.
I liked her. I liked her story. I feel like she went out like a punk bitch, but I mean, whatever.
Connor Johnson, call me sacrilegious, but I never got around to watching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse until just last night. Holy hell, it was incredible. Yes, it was.
It was amazing.
Ben Riley, Diana tossing her tiara is straight out of Wonder Woman 77.
Yeah.
It's true. Jacob Lerma says, I'm the only one who liked all 9 Star Wars movies.
That's fine.
Good
You're
for you.
allowed to like them.
I like the Ewoks movies.
Boy, enough. Hey, get out.
So what's it like to be wrong, Noel?
Well, again, those were my first Star Wars movies.
It's fine, man. It's fine.
To be fair, I don't like Caravan of Courage, but Battle for Endor is really good, even though it's like super grimdark at the opening.
Seraph!
It's fine, man. I'm not actually invested. I don't think I've ever actually watched the Ewok movies all the way through. I've seen like clips here and there. It's just some poor design choices with the eyes, especially.
I don't know, Lewis. How does it feel to be wrong is what I think every time I watch half of your episodes.
That's fair. That is perfectly fair. Nathan Snitko, which Han Solo trilogy? There are
just
2.
something Noel said.
And T-Scream 80 will keep an eye out.
Did Patrick Caulfield just put up his?
Yes, you can just get that. Have that on standby. Noel, which Han Solo trilogy? There are 2.
I've actually read both. Initially I did read both the Daily one and the L. Neil Smith Lando Calrissian trilogy, and then going into the EU, I kind of did a bit of a chronological shuffling. So then I got to the Crispin one. So I've read both. I prefer the dailies.
Patrick Caulfield, I want to start a new Nuzlocke, and I wanted to give you guys the honor of choosing the starter, the game, the starter, and the nickname. Games are Black 2, Omega Ruby, or Alpha Sapphire.
Alpha Sapphire. That's my pick.
I'll come up with the nickname. Actually, no. Noel comes up with the nickname.
So pick the starter
Alpha
then,
Sapphire
Jess.
sounds like a great disco planet.
The starter would be... What's the... Not the fire one. What's the water one in that one?
Mudkip.
Yeah, start with Mudkip. And what's the nickname, Noel?
Wait, what are we talking about?
A Nuzlocke of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire.
Give a nickname for a Mudkip.
I would have to see it.
Oh,
Look it up then. Google it. You got the internet.
You have Google on the
I
internet.
actually can't because I'm still using my 10-year-old laptop. My new one doesn't come till Monday.
Fair enough.
Alright, hang on. I got you, fam. It's okay. I got you.
Well, I think a good nickname for something that's called a Mudkip would be Sploosh.
There you go. Sploosh.
There
That
you
is a
go.
very
His name
good
is
name.
Sploosh. Captain Avenger 1993 and Cartoon Kelly will keep an eye out for your super chats.
And then T-Scream80 says, "Hey, I'm the weirdo who liked Phantom Menace over Revenge of the Sith." Shrug.
You're allowed to. Alright, name a DC/Marvel character where the writer does not understand the character.
Half of Superman, half of Wonder Woman.
I was just gonna say that.
What's his face from the Cassandra Cain perspective? I talked about him. I can't even remember his name now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, that's why it's hard for me to say, like, what's my favorite Marvel or DC character, because they've gone through so many different runs by so many different creators. It kind of depends on who's doing it at a time. I mean, like, how about Frank Miller's Batman? There's a good example.
Yeah, that's fair.
Steve.
Cartoon Kelly says, "Hey everybody, just dropping in to let you know I'm still alive. Missed last week's stream because I was in the ER in severe pain.
Ugh.
Feeling better now because I'm on all the drugs."
Yay, all the drugs!
By the way, speaking of,
Glad you're feeling better.
Melissa just announced today she broke her ankle.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Melissa, who plays Eliza and a few other characters, she unfortunately broke her ankle doing a jump kick.
Yeah.
In Kung Fu, which I thought was like the best excuse though.
If you're gonna break your ankle, that's a good way to do it.
What I especially
Yeah,
love
she
about
at least
that is that
landed
if we
the kick.
connect the Pokemon thing with that, doing jump kick or high jump kick, if you miss, you will fall and injure your Pokemon if you do that. It all comes around!
Metal Max 1991, can we have Doomkara become a recurring character on the show? I think it's F-word hilarious.
No, I'm trying to move away from any kind of recurring characters who are just, copyrighted things. Makes it really hard if I want to do, like, another movie or anything like that. There's a reason why in the Untitled Fourthwall movie we called them the Mats as opposed to Cyber Mats. Also, I have Starfire behind me.
Yay!
I don't know what she's doing. She's playing with some paper.
Yeah, that sounds like cats.
Anyway, let's go visit Pallet Town.
Is it a town full of pallets?
No.
No. Well, then how are they going to have imports and exports?
No.
Did I ever tell you, Noel, that like in my Pokemon game that I'm in with a friend of mine, I literally my dad in story, my dad is the Eevee breeder from Castelia that you have to run into in black and white, and that's how I got my starter, because he specially bred the Eevee for me to evolve into an Umbreon, and that's how I got it.
So, guys, we're in the room of the guy of the previous, hero, the previous game protagonist.
Oh,
At some
shit.
point, he got a Wii. Wii is huge in Kanto, too.
Well, I mean, if you drink a lot of water, at some point you got a wee.
I hate you so much.
1R HPS fan, hello, it's me, Jim. Let's have all the drugs.
That's fair.
Jacob Lerma, we will keep an eye out for your super chat. Do you remember where you heal in Pallet Town? Maybe in the Pokemon Center? Or the Pokemon Professor Oak's laboratory?
I think it's Professor Oak's laboratory.
Hi, Professor Oak. How's your research going along? I'm doing fine. I heard that Guilmon is getting quite a reputation. That's what we hear on the grapevine. I'm delighted to hear that. Elm in New Barktown, smiley face. Speak too soon. How many Cybermats do you have? Isn't enough. How many do I
Too
have?
many
A lot.
and no.
Is it enough? No.
No.
Ah, Gilman, it's good of you to come all this way to Kanto. What do you think of the trainers out here? Pretty tough, huh? Ah, you're collecting Kanto gym badges. I imagine that it's hard, but the experience will surely help you. Come see me when you get them all. I'll have a gift for you. Henrik
like
Henriksen,
Bane
tell
without
me,
a mask.
Lewis, do you think it would have been better if The Last Jedi revealed that Kylo did not turn evil because of Snoke, but instead was evil all along before he joined Snoke? Basically, not like Anakin's backstory. As far as I'm concerned, he was always evil. Like Snoke just brought it out more, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it.
I kind of like the idea that he was on an edge and a whole series of events kind of pushed him in one direction.
Yep.
Go on, Bean.
I like characters that kind of start out with the potential, to go one way or the other, and then part of their story is why they ultimately went that one way.
Hmm. I am enjoying the helmet and Magna Defender figures. I haven't opened up the helmet yet. I intend to, but I don't know if you guys can see it very well. But the office is kind of still a mess from the PO unboxing. It's SKH's Video Productions. Gee whiz, Wii Puns just doesn't hold water anymore.
No.
No.
Now Starfire
But
is.
they definitely make water.
Tell you what, since I can't find a place to heal, I'm gonna save right here. We are going to take a brief cat break.
Yay.
Because it is essential. We haven't had the cats on the stream in a bit. Never wants to save. Ricky Brainerd, have you played Pokemon Black, White 2? They made the theme for Ends Room even creepier. Yep. Hey, Starfire. We haven't had a kitty break in a while. Haven't shown off the cats. This is Starfire.
Starfire, are you trying for a better life?
He's looking at me like, Dad, what are you doing?
The minute you picked her up, Hime just took one look at the computer screen and said, "Fucking him out." Hi, boy.
Yeah, she's grown. She's a big kitty. She is bigger than Chieri. She wants to get out now. There she goes. She's gonna rest. And by rest, I mean she's gonna get off the desk. That was our kitty break. She's back to playing with the paper and resting on it. She doesn't want to be in Daddy's arms. But that's okay.
Pokemon is back after this commercial kidney break.
Anyway, let's catch a new friend.
Yeah, and then, Went to the Masquerade. What is one of your favorite villains, antagonists in games? One of mine is Evil King George Washington from Assassin's Creed 3, the Tyranny of King Washington.
I don't really give a lot of thought to favorite villains, unfortunately. I really probably should, but just it's not a thing that I think about that hard, so it takes a while for me to come up with a name.
My favorite villain is Ash from Pokemon.
You mean Red?
Why is
Whatever.
Ash the villain?
I mean, a little kid who aspires to enslave animals.
Walrein!
That's not bad.
Let's catch us a Walrein.
It's part of the culture of the time, but, still.
He just lives in that world, Noel. He doesn't control it.
Donkey Kong, because he's both a hero and a villain. And he's a good dad.
Okay, I'm still looking for Jacob Lerma and T-Scream 80s.
Alright, start coming up with names for a female Walrein.
Oof. That's a design.
One our HPS fan, we want to play with our Nintendo Switch. Oh, so that did actually not insubstantial amount of damage. Let me just heal up. For Straw Hat, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat as well.
I don't know, that looks like a combination of Wilford Brimley and Snowflame.
Milwaukee, Elsa. Try to put it to sleep. Hopefully, maybe. Lady Rain, Princess, Elsa. Can we switch up our pun topic?
Fuzzblub.
Fuzzblub.
He's fuzzy and he's got blubber.
Benjamin Hall, will you ever review the Frank Miller drawn story from DC Special Series number 21, Batman's disguise as a homeless black man? I was unaware of that. I will
So
try
was
to remember to take a look at that, because what the hell?
Yeah, crazy Steve.
Goo Goo Jube.
T-Scream80 says my favorite villain is Megatron from Beast Wars. Dude almost changed time to his flavor. It took out Cybertron literally single clawed, even if it was in the horrible Beast Machine series.
Indeed,
Wars
that's
was
a
a hell
good
of a
villain
show.
right there.
Dinobot was hell of a good character on that show.
But he was not a villain, technically.
Well, he was again one of those characters who was presented with an opportunity to change and grow.
I know, I'm just saying, the question was favorite villains.
But favorite villain in video game?
Blubber, Chumley, Wall Mistress. Blubbet, Frost Walrus. Walford, Brimley, I don't know if that'll fit. Chomper, Brian Film, entertain the people.
Rusty.
I'm focused on capturing, on stuffing this walrus into a tiny ball.
Oh, here we go. Sir Straw Hat said you had the name for Viridian Gym Leader wrong. It's not Gary or Blue, it's Taxes. Also, one author doesn't write a character would be Jeff Johns with Wonder Woman.
There you go.
Yeah.
He did better later after all the criticism.
Yeah, that's fair.
By the way, the Walrein, whenever he does that attack where it's the giant wave, I know it's a giant wave, but it looks like a giant piece of cake.
I'm still looking for Jacob Lerma's. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna go back up and see if I missed it somehow.
We're gonna restock on potions and balls in a bit here too.
You hear that, everybody? Lewis has to restock on his balls.
I know, right?
I get it
Don't
because
test
it
them.
sounds like testicles.
You said entertain the people. I'm doing my job. You're welcome.
Scrotum!
Patrick Caulfield will keep an eye out for your super chat as well.
Yeah, I
Yes, I
don't
noticed
have
that.
any from Jacob Lerma either, so...
Princess Tuscalina.
I like that a lot, actually.
I don't think it'll fit, but I would take Tuscalina just in general.
Yeah, that's fair. Please donate to Linkara's Ball Fund. Yes!
All of these generous donations for people are going into the ball fund. Because don't we all need balls? It shatters drift ice with its strong tusks. Its thick layer of blubber repels enemy attacks. So let's go with Tuscalina.
Tuscalina is a fine name for the latest content of your balls.
That's beautiful. Viva la Ball Fund. Alright, let's fly back to Viridian City.
Hey, at least we're not on implants this time.
That's fair.
Tuscarnini. Did you watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's trailer? No, I did not. I'm so far behind on just regular comic books. I don't know how I could if I could just grab an anime too.
Okay, so prepare, Patrick Caulfield. So prepare to laugh. My Mudkip got wiped against Torchic because its Scratch got 2 criticals. So clearly that game was cursed. So could I get a choice between Black, White, or the sequels?
All right, I'm gonna go with white version.
You're wiping your. Yep. You don't
I'll
want
pick-
that to get too saunchy.
I'll pick white version. You gotta Jess. You pick the starter for them.
Which one is the starters for those again? I don't remember.
Snivy, Oshawott, and Tepig.
Oh, right. I choose the thing that becomes a green-ass snake. Pick that.
That's Snivy.
Okay, pick that.
All right, Noel,
No
we need a nickname
nickname.
for a Snivy.
What's the Snivy look like?
It's a smug snake. That's grass type.
So kind of like a Snidely Whiplash as a snake type thing.
Yes,
Yes.
and the game froze.
Hooray!
I don't know, but I just thought of that another name for a Mudkip would be Wet Wipe. Because you want to make sure to get it fresh.
That's especially accurate considering he wiped in the first battle.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Snack.
Snively Snake.
See, it reset me because it remembered, oh yeah, I haven't bought anything.
Oh, if it's not Snake, it's just Lucifer. So what's the play on Lucifer?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Whatever.
Tool shed, because he sheds and he's a tool.
Okay, you know
heard
what?
the man.
That's it.
There we go.
We got it.
Speaks too soon. We'll keep an eye out for your super chat.
Pick a movie, keep one actor, replace the rest with Muppets. Okay, I did this one already.
Yeah, I did on mine too. I've got one for it. Go ahead, though.
Okay, mine is Shazam. Keep Mark Strong, everyone else's Muppets.
Mine was Sophie's Choice, and the only one we keep is the one she didn't choose.
Friday the 13th, part 2, actually, I'll go with. Actually, part 2, any ones that are not Mrs. Voorhees, only Jason is is real.
Winter the Masquerade. I've heard rumors that Disney is considering bringing back the old AU after the hiatus for the films is over. If true, what are your thoughts?
Ha!
I do not care about the about the EU of in any regard. I'm sorry, Winter. And chances and there's a and it's just one of those things where Star Wars fans have enjoyed an incredible privilege that no other franchise has had of saying that their expanded universe is canon, because no other franchise is like that, and they just have to accept that sometimes spin-off material is not gonna be canon, because like every other franchise does it like that. It's only the main thing that matters as far as they're concerned.
I think the thing that bothers me... I'm sorry. I think the thing that bothers me is when something doesn't become canon anymore, that it loses worth or value.
Yeah.
It's like, no, a good story is a good story. A good spin on that material is a good spin on that material. I don't care if it's canon.
There you go. That's the attitude I take. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm just being a dick tonight about the EU.
Well, and the other thing is too is
You're being a dick in a good way.
When Disney bought Star Wars, the first thing they said was, "Hey, you know all that EU shit you guys like? It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore."
We're totally gonna Brexit that.
Yeah. So Nathan Snitko, Jurassic Park, keep Jeff Goldblum, Dino Muppets.
Yeah. My other big one was dead hooker in a trunk. Keep the dead hooker in a trunk.
Oh God.
That's a fun movie. That's a really fun
true. T Scooby 80 says should make Gonzo Jason just for the nose mask gag.
Who could it be?
Orange Octopi 7, canon is whatever you decide it is, people. If you like it, it's canon.
That's the attitude right there. Again, Winter, I'm sorry if I'm being a dick about the EU stuff, but that is really the attitude you need to take. I have no strong feelings if they brought it back one way or another.
Okay. You know what's canon, you guys? I'll tell you exactly what's canon. It's
Do you light it with a wick?
Now,
before you say what's canon, I need nicknames for a male Finian.
Okay, nicknames for a male Finian, but here's what's canon, okay? What's canon is that off-screen in Riverdale, Jughead Jones and Archie Andrews make sweet hot love in the trailer park.
I can get behind that. And Captain Avenger 1993 has got in one FN2187. That's what this one is.
That's fair.
Yes.
Credits. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Up at Power Rangers, keep Zordon.
Well, I
get behind that.
I heard someone say do a version of the Thing where you keep the Thing, and it's like, well, the Thing is a puppet.
But it's not a Muppet.
Is a Muppet. I hate to break it to you.
No, you know what we should do? We should do... What was that Swordsman movie we saw? Swordsman 3, which was just freaking bonkers.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
It just keeps the goddess and everybody else as Muppets.
Yeah. See, what was her name? Asia something? What?
Yeah. Lewis, you missed a really good set of movies last time.
That was freaking amazing.
Well, hopefully I will have be on movie night, next time. Otherwise, but it's like, How do you do that with canon? How do you just declare something not canon and then make it canon again? They really are just becoming like comic books now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like Thrawn.
Benjamin Hall, Superman 3, keep Richard Pryor.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. I like Superman 3.
Oh.
So, no, what's it like to be wrong?
Okay.
It's fine.
Do you want me to send you the 2,000-word essay that I wrote on Superman 3? Because
Dude,
I will.
I'm kidding.
It's
You're fine.
not.
It's okay.
I'm not saying it's good. I just like it.
That's fine. It's all good. Patrick Caulfield will keep an eye out for your super chat.
Okay, and apparently Jacob put his in there already. I just don't know where it is, so I'm gonna go scroll through and make sure that I...
You know what's canon? Superman 3.
Yes, it is, technically.
I hate you.
Excuse me, if you go by Superman Returns, no, it is. No.
See, I mean, arguing about what's
that guy.
Who cares?
Actually,
You enjoy it?
I'm always sad with the actual Lee thing that no one ever saw my shirt, which is like, it's okay to disagree with me, I can't make you right, or something like that. That's what I was wearing.
Has there ever been a character called Actu A. Lee? Where he's just a person who, like, leans in and corrects people?
Yep, that was a character that Brad had me doing on his show for a while. Huxley,
Okay.
Star Wars, keep Mark Hamill. We already had an episode of The Muppet Show like that.
It's true.
I wonder if Winter's
Star
even
Wars
still in
holiday
here. She hasn't
special
actually
to
posted
carry
anything but the
picture.
super chat, so I'm hoping she's still around and I can like. Yeah, she hears my apology for being a negative Nancy. Let's face it, I'm just being a negative Nancy.
Ooh,
I
Muppet
don't
12/8/10.
see it.
Hey,
I
Muppet,
The only
don't
person who's even-
I don't see Jacob Lerma's super chat. Huh, interesting.
Jacob, just post it again in the regular chat and we'll read it off from here.
Yeah, sorry man, I looked all the way through, but I couldn't find it. Did you get Sir Straw Hats?
I don't recall us doing so.
Okay, so Sir Straw Hat says, Dragon Ball Evolution, keep Chow Yun Fett, the rest are Muppets, it can only be an improvement. And then Patrick Caulfield says, anime canon can be odd to one series. The series One Piece has a canon arc that feels like a filler, and a filler arc the fans wish was canon. How the hell does that happen? Also, Noel, I love the nickname for Snivy.
Thank you, Toolshed.
Tony Walters,
I mean, the
Star
big
Wars
thing is, I'm a
prequels, keep
Transformers
Palpatine.
fan. What's the canon of Transformers? There's like 27 different continuities that all branch off.
I don't
of each
know.
other.
The only one that I really accept as like canon is the one where like apparently Optimus Prime is Jesus, so whatever.
So like every
Oh, so
Transformers
the anime.
canon.
Oh, I've only seen one, so
The
Dude
only
dies and
true
comes back to life so
Transformers
often.
canon.
One
Okay.
RHBS fan, Doctor Who, keep Paul McGann.
yeah, that's fair.
Even better
Wait,
if
would
he
that be
regenerates
just a
from Sylvester
doctor?
McCoy Muppet into Paul McGann.
Would that just be the one doctor though, and then the rest of the doctors are Muppets?
No, the eighth that's the thing. The eighth Doctor movie, if you only keep Paul McGann, Sylvester McCoy Muppets evolve into, not evolve,
Human. Yeah, that's
regenerate.
hilarious.
Winter the Masquerade,
Hey, guys,
last
guys.
Star Wars EU question. If someone asked you to review the Thrawn trilogy novels, would you still use the comics instead your reviews? Yes, I would use the comics for that, because I do not review novels. I need a visual component to what I'm doing. It was hard enough doing audio dramas when I did that one thing, which I can still do that. But yeah, if you asked me if you wanted me to review the comic, I would definitely do the comic. Because actually, I would love to read the Thrawn trilogy. I don't know if I would, based on the summaries I read, I don't know if I would think that it's actually superior to me from the summaries that I read, because I was curious about them. A lot of it just seemed like a lot of political intrigue. When I was just like, this does not make for an interesting
I'm
Star
looking
Wars
forward to getting
movie,
to those
in my
own,
opinion.
too.
Yeah, I really liked the Thrawn trilogy, to be honest.
Yeah, so it's entirely
I've got
possible that
friends
I would
who-
actually really like it.
And I'm fine with political intrigue. I love Legend of Galactic Heroes. So
Oh,
if
I
we can
like
get a little
political
bit of that
intrigue too,
stuff,
if
I'm
it's
fine.
handled well. This is another thing that I'm going to get to when I review the prequels comics.
Oh,
It's that there's just not that interesting. Political intrigue can even work and be entertaining even for little kids, but you gotta make it interesting, and there's not that much that's interesting about it in the prequels.
Right. Connor Johnson Connor Johnson, I got accepted into my college's honor society. So
Congratulations!
That's cool.
Congratulations.
Jacob Lerma, love the new EU. Any old EU must reads. The Bane series is amazeballs.
Oh, damn, we could have gotten a Caesar.
Yeah, I really liked the Bane series. It was basically, for those of you who don't know,
The Jason Jaina stuff.
Old EU, not post. Well, I guess that would count. Old EU. That's true. But yeah, basically, the Bane storyline is basically how the Sith basically got dead, and he basically is responsible for killing them. And the other thing I would recommend from EU is the Jason Jaina thing.
Speaking of Mudkip, okay, Noel, this is what a Mudkip looks like.
There you go.
Wait.
Which is probably what we'll do, because the grass here is Route 21 as well as the water, so let's catch this thing.
You gotta make sure to wipe the grass, not just the mudkip.
Oh yeah, and definitely Republic Commandos. That's a good one too. The X-Wing series is good too.
Yeah,
I love the X-Wing.
I'm still new to reading the novels. I do recommend Kenobi, which is just like a really good Western as Obi-Wan's settling in on Tatooine. And then also the old Brian Daley and L. Neil Smith, Lando and Han novels are just really good, fun, pulpy space adventures.
Right.
Zero Armor, the Thrawn trilogy was adapted as a comic series. Yes, I know. That's what I was talking about before. I need to, and if someone patroned it, I would be happy to review it. Mind you, I don't know how accessible it is, or at least how easy it is to acquire it.
By the way, guys, I got the perfect one here. Showgirls as Muppets keep Kyle MacLachlan.
Oh, Jesus.
Imagine that pool scene.
Okay, I got one. Okay, you ready? I got one. Ready?
Yeah.
Psycho. Only the chick that gets murdered in the shower is the human.
Only Janet Leigh.
Only Janet
See, the only
Leigh.
one that I would keep is Martin Balsam, the detective.
That's fair.
Ted Newweb, are you covering the Revolution tie-ins as well? No, I'm not. They only wanted the main series, and that's what I'm covering. If there's important plot points that need to be in that you need to read the tie-ins to understand, that's the fault of the story.
Yeah. Also, my friend Truck didn't tell me that Brendan Fraser is Robot Man in fucking Doom Patrol.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Why the fuck did you drop the ball on that, Noel?
Yeah, Noel.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
I didn't know that you didn't know that.
Oh my god. Okay, so Sir Straw Hat goes, I'll do you one better. White chicks, but keep Terry Crews.
Yes. Terry Crews is always the answer.
Yeah, it's true.
The Muppets Expendables keep Terry Crews.
Jacob Lerma, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat.
Yeah, hopefully I don't miss it this time, but the chat's been going a little too fast, so like I can only scroll up a certain amount, which kind of sucks, but...
Lord of the Rings keeps Sauron.
Oh, cool, I didn't know that, thanks.
Hellraiser with only Claire Higgins as Julia being the human.
Yes, especially if we get to Hellraiser 2. That would be like redoing the Elm Street movies with only Freddy as the human.
Oh my god, 50 Shades of Muppets with Anastasia Steele being the only human.
That's gross.
Ooh.
That would be rough. Any date for Heroes in Crisis? July is when I'm doing Event Comics Month 3.
But yeah, but also there's like a little bar at the top that shows when there's super chats.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, no, he was posting it in the regular chat, I just couldn't find it.
No, that's fine. But like...
Hi, Seraph.
Hi.
And as a reminder, if you're not aware, all $1 and up patrons get access to the Atop the Fourth Wall Discord that Jess and Seraph so kindly set up for us. So give a big thanks to them.
Go get ready for your movie. You get to go see an awesome movie with Chris Evans without me. How dare you? We basically were like, hey, do you have time to do this, Lewis? He's like, no. I was like, okay, I got you, fam.
Well, yeah, you guys actually know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
The Muppets Maltese Falcon keep Peter Lorre.
Top fourth wall movie, keep Mecha-Kara non-puppety. Even better if Linkara is a puppet.
No, you know it'd be great. You know who you
That means
should...
I would be a
Well, actually, here's the funny thing. Originally, for the top fourth wall movie, when I was first conceiving it, I wanted Mecha-Kara to be a puppet. I wanted him to be like a skeleton.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I remember
forgot
that
about
script,
that.
yeah.
I wanted because I figured like we've seen Mecha-Kara before in like human form. It would be cooler if he was just this messed up half skeleton thing. But they said that basically the amount of work and cost for it would be too much, unfortunately.
Okay, one HPS fan says Scream with only Ghostface as a Muppet. And MRDZ Entertainment says atop the fourth wall of the movie, just keep Nash.
Ah! That would be even better.
How about a top fourth wall movie where I'm the only human?
Just
Jacob
one of the astronauts, nobody else.
Jacob says the Thrawn trilogy is free on Comixology if you have premium.
Oh, nice. Well, I don't have premium, but if I can download it or at least like get access to it, that would be good.
I actually don't follow anything on the Disney Plus side of the MCU, Sir Straw Hat, so I wouldn't know for sure. I kind of keep the same sentiment that Lewis does when it comes to like new TV shows and stuff. Show me a trailer. Show me that it exists. Then I'll have an opinion.
Gemini Man, keep Will Smith, but only as the younger clone.
The Muppets Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where the only human is the one-shot cameo of Ben Browder.
Oh my god, no. You know what? Even better. Captain America Civil War, but the only human is Thunderbolt Ross.
That just makes it even funnier because it just like he's so disgruntled with all the puppets.
But why, when that would so perfectly be Sam the Eagle?
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. It should just be Sam the Eagle. God.
Okay.
Yeah, like a friend and I like cast an entire Muppets version of The Irishman starring Bobo the Bear.
The Mandalorian, but only Werner Herzog is a human.
Yes.
Basically, the entire Werner Herzog catalog.
With just Werner Herzog as the human.
The Muppets Grizzly Man. Werner Herzog is the only human.
Speaks too soon. Have you read Leaving Megalopolis by Gail Simone? I have not read it. I have heard good things about it.
I've heard really good things. I loved her run on Wonder Woman, so, you know.
So did anyone actually watch Dark Phoenix and the new Terminator? I didn't see either. I want to see the new Terminator.
I did not see Dark Phoenix. I did not see the Terminator. I actually did not see a lot of movies this year. The only movies I saw this year were Star Wars, Shazam, Captain Marvel, and that's it.
By the way, I went on Tuesday and I saw the new Jumanji, which is a lot of fun.
Oh, really?
I like what they're doing with the new
To the
Jumanji.
one with The Rock, right?
Yep, I like what they're doing with the new ones.
Yeah, I've heard good things about them.
They're really funny, but they're also just like good fun adventure movies, and they've got a little bit of heart to them too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jacob Lerma, we will keep an eye out for your super chat.
Oh, thank friggin' God, I'm almost done with my nails. This is like the third coat I've put on my nails.
Yes, you can put the hammer down.
Yeah, Noel, did you see my Catwoman episode, by the way?
Yes, I did.
I feel really bad because some of the people, I did see Avengers Endgame, but I'd like to forget that mess. Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah, so Catwoman, I got a couple of complaints that it was like a little too heady in the language because I was like going film deep with the whole Vertigo thing, but I wanted to know what you thought about it.
I think you could have parsed the quotes down just a little bit and actually talked about the film a little more.
Yeah.
But, I mean, everything that you're covering was really, really fascinating, especially in terms of how all those articles kind of overlapped with each other. I just would like a little bit more of the broader context of the film and how all that plays into it.
Yeah, and like the problem is I'm still kind of trying to find the balance for that. So, like, a little bit, it's a lot of trial and error right now. So, I'm doing a new thing starting with DCEU, and I'm hoping that works out because I didn't use as many quotes from places, and I'm really letting it speak for itself more. So, I'm hoping that will help, but who the heck knows?
Yeah, it was still fun, though. And that has been Noel's Critique of the Week.
Patrick Caulfield, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat.
It's okay. I didn't expect Lewis to watch anything of mine because I don't watch anything of his.
I do watch stuff of his. I'm just way behind.
Jacob Lerma, Crazy Rich Asian, Doctoratory? Wants to do a Roast Eco Disney Plus series. Thoughts?
Oh,
director. Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, I would love to have a Roast Eco series.
Roast Eco saves the universe. It writes itself.
Oh my God, Sir Straw Hat, I appreciate asking what's wrong with Endgame. Tune in July and August when I do a 4-part series on why I hate Infinity War and Endgame. It'll be great.
I've had long conversations with her. There's a lot to say.
There is so much to say.
Pure water actually is.
Long story short, I hate it. The cool thing about Endgame was, I guess Cap picked up Mjolnir, but I hate it.
Matthew Graydon, so Tales from the Dark Multiverse Infinite Crisis is everything that makes a good Atop the Fourth Wall episode. Continuity, Blue Beetle, Superboy Prime, Brother Eye, and a stupid hero because villains.
Fair enough.
Henrik Henriksen, what's your thoughts on the Nightfall storyline? I like it, it's just too long.
Yeah.
Takes way too long to get to the point. And after that point, it's fine because we're building up, Azrael as Batman. But it takes way too long to get there, and for a lot of people, this could drag.
Yeah, I think the problem with like that, and then the Death and Return of Superman, where those were some of my first major event arcs, is that not only did they go so long, but they were really, you had to read everything. It wasn't like, what I'm really liking about going through all of X-Men is like once you hit like the storylines in like the late 80s, early 90s, is you get some really great things where it's like here's the singular event that happens. If you read this book, you get that entire book's point of view from it. You might get little bits of crossover, but you get a complete story. If you read this other book, you get their complete story. And it's like you're focusing on these multiple stories that run parallel to each other around an event instead of just breaking all the books up into you have to read this for chapter 1, that for chapter 2, that for chapter 3. That's something I don't like.
I got 2 super chats, so hang on to that thought. Patrick Caulfield, given Viga's opinion on Mechacar in your movie, has there been other times where she disagrees with your creative decisions? Also, a 50 Shades of Grey Star Trek with only alternate Kirks, his dream.
Yep, she's had a few different opinions about my stuff.
Bye, have fun. And then Cardeet says, saw the new Jumanji and the little girl behind me thought it was hilarious every time The Rock punched someone. I respect your taste in entertainment.
It was hilarious. Because it went so over.
Fair enough. Well, he comes from a wrestling background too, so that helps.
No, literally, like, he's super strong, so every time he punches someone, they go flying across the room and through a wall.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Cosmos Hero, hey Linkara, what dragon hybrid type would you want for Gen 9? I would see an ice dragon or electric dragon type. We technically had both of those with the with the fossil Pokemon of Sword and Shield.
Fairy dragon.
I want to say we have, but I don't think we have. Wing012, what are your thoughts on Court of Owls? I like Court of Owls. I don't like some little details here and there of Court of Owls, like pretending retcons kind of things, but otherwise the story itself is very good.
Yeah, I never read it. I haven't gotten any of Scott Snyder stuff yet. I want to, though.
Jacob Lerma, I'll keep an eye out for your super chat, and we are finally caught up, so continue our conversation.
No, I got through it.
Okay, how
Mega
about...
Altaria is Dragon Fairy, but you guys know Megas are just a temporary thing. We need a proper one, not just a Mega type.
Okay, but how about
Gumi line is not Fairy Dragon. Gumi is just pure Dragon.
Okay, so with the whole Muppets thing,
right? I think of Gumi or Gudra.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gone with the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
But only Scarlett O'Hara's the human.
Eh.
Wait, am I thinking of Gumi or Gudra?
Plan 9 from Outer Space, where only Tor Johnson is the human.
One RHPS fan, Nightfall versus Dark Knight Rises. Nightfall.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises was fine, but like as an epic, Nightfall's better. Captain Avenger 1983, have you finished Doomsday Clock? If so, thoughts. I made a whole Twitter thread about it. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it. It's just like maybe I would feel better about it if it had actually come out closer to when it was supposed to, as opposed to taking 2 years, especially since the rest of the universe is pretty much, gone by.
Yeah, I haven't even started it. I was waiting until it all finished.
No, it's all out now, and you can read it. It's not bad. It's just, it feels very much like,
oh yeah,
okay.
I saw your thread.
Jacob Lerma, hot take, Last Jedi is better than an Infinity War. I completely agree with that statement.
I can agree with that. I mean, I like Infinity War and Endgame, but it's still a better movie.
Timid Tabby 84, late Merry Christmas and early Happy New Year, Linkara and gang. Also enjoyed your in-depth analysis and opinions on The Last Jedi during the Atop the Fourth Wall episode.
Thank you, much appreciated.
And Matthew Jones, my only real issue with Infinity War, Cap says we don't trade lives, but willing to sacrifice Wakandan lives to save a teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, the entire Battle of Wakanda is not well handled.
Yeah, and the other thing is like at that point he had every single stone except for that one. So at that point, their number one priority was to not let him get the last stone, which they failed in.
What I would argue is oh no, they're trying to spread out their numbers to try to break in at the point we're not at. Yeah, but the only reason they're breaking in at that point is because of the sheer amount of numbers clawing at that one part. If they dilute their forces, they're not going to get in anywhere else.
Right. T-Scream 80, been catching up with Linkara's Black and White live stream. Every time he goes, it's too bad there's no Dark Gym. I want to say Q Spike Muth in Sword and Shield.
Yup, and we finally got a Dark Gym in Sword and Shield, and I love it.
That entire comment sounds like a bunch of S&M terms.
Speaks too soon, I am Groot.
We are all Groot.
Yes.
I'm not. I don't like Bark.
But yeah, like, that's one of the major problems with Infinity War.
Would you say Bark is worse than Bite?
Yeah, because, I mean, especially when you get stuck in your teeth.
Ryan Holter, who was talking with Linkara? We got Jess Kittrick and Noel Thingval.
Hello.
Yeah, and then, okay, so, like, that's a big problem with Infinity War that I have. The fridging might be another.
Yup.
Also, I would have loved it if we didn't just get Thanos at the end of Avengers, and then he shows up his ship shows up at the end of Ragnarok, and then immediately when he actually shows up in Infinity War, he already has the gauntlet and one of the stones. Like, you could have, instead of doing like a gag, you could have been like, oh, by the way, meanwhile with the Nova Corps, he's punching people and killing them.
Well, him already having the gauntlet was already established in one of the post-credit scenes of an earlier film.
Right, but what I'm saying is to get the stone from the Nova Corps, because Guardians left the stone with the Nova Corps.
7 Sarah from 7. There is a difference between soldiers willing to fight to protect something and just straight up killing someone because it's easier than trying to protect them.
That's true, but it was still executed poorly.
See, my thing is, I like both Infinity War and Endgame, especially Endgame, but there's like specific things I have problems with, and there are specific bits where you can feel like they just couldn't figure out how best to get somewhere, but they just had to get there.
Right.
And you can feel that from time to time, but I don't think the overall movies are bad. I think it's just there are specific bits in them that you can tell they just didn't map out as tightly as they could have.
Yeah, and like I will say, I do have like things that I like about Infinity War and Endgame. Like, I really like Thor Rocket is my bro TP. Like, there's nothing that was wrong with that entire like subplot. I love
Thor Rocket is my porn name.
That's fair. Daniel Brandt, Christmas was meh for me. Have some money.
I'm sorry your Christmas was meh, but I appreciate the money.
But yeah, that's basically like, and then the other thing that, so that's one good thing about Infinity War. Okay, one good thing about Endgame. I liked it when Captain America yelled Avengers Assemble.
That's all I wanted.
My only problem is that he doesn't yell it.
Well, he says Avengers Assemble, but that's all I wanted.
How does everyone hear him, like, quietly say it? Stoically say it?
Don't worry about it.
Jacob Lerma, hot take, all Star Wars good. You are entitled to your opinion.
And and the other thing I really liked about Endgame was I actually liked that Cap got a happy ending.
Yeah. I love that.
People argue that Cap's ending is a problem because it negates his character development to pine for someone who had moved on with her life.
Not really, because I don't think either one of them did fully move on with their life.
Also, good, another legendary.
Hooray.
I think they both definitely moved on, but they always still had that longing of their time together that was lost.
Well, so I never got to see Agent Carter, so.
No, and that's a part of it, where, I mean, she does have romances in there, but she never really goes all the way with it because she's always still hurt by the loss of Steve.
Yeah, and the thing that I really liked about it is that it doesn't really negate anything, because the thing is like, time travel was bullshit in that universe anyway, so like, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really negate anything or make extra plot holes, because he handed, like, I mean, we can spoil Endgame, right? We're
this many months off. I think it's fine.
Okay, like, he handed the shield to Sam, which I thought was brilliant.
Oh, good.
Don't hand it to Bucky. He's not ready for it yet. I get that, but it also doesn't make any like real plot holes, because like, fucking. If that was the case, like, do you know how many plot holes they have to clean up now that Steve is going to die and fucking Iron Man is dead? Like, come on now.
Well, I don't know that that's so much plot holes, because, I mean, if he went back in time, he's not going to have a high profile. He's going to stay out of things so he doesn't create more ripples.
Except as Captain America, he doesn't stay out of things. He sees the Kennedy assassination, he's going to go try to do something.
Yeah, that's true. But the other good thing I liked about Endgame, that is America's ass. I'm so glad that they actually said something about that.
That is America's ass. Jeremy Adler, with the superhero movies next year, which ones are you looking forward to the most? I'm most interested in Birds of Prey and most intrigued in Eternals right now, as I have no idea about it. I'm not really excited for anything right now. I mean, Endgame for me was a good conclusion to the MCU. I mean, I still need to watch Spider-Man. I will obviously keep following the MCU, but like, I have nothing that I'm like hyped for right now.
I'm hyped for Wonder Woman 1984 just because I want fucking Pedro Pascal, man. That's all I'm about.
So Straw Hat, you fool, that was a new route. You're on Cinnabar Island. I don't think that was a new route. I think that was still technically the same route.
America's ass.
I mean, if it wasn't, then whoops.
Lost Seas girl, very good job. Very good job.
I mean, I could try fishing. If that Entei was what we could catch, then whoops.
Hey, Jess, would that be a plus-size ass?
Yeah.
Hey. My big thing is I'm always game for superhero movies. I'm pretty much game for anything. So it's like, unless something like really puts me off, I'll give it. I mean, like Black Widow looks like a really fun movie. Wonder Woman looks really fun. I'm pretty game for everything down the slot. Eternals, a lot of people keep holding Inhumans against Eternals, even though it's not being made by any of the same people. Get over it. Let's wait and see what happens. My only thing about Birds of Prey is I still haven't even seen Suicide Squad.
You haven't seen Academy Award-winning film Suicide Squad? Oh, good. We got Eradicate instead.
I just bought the Blu-ray because it was on sale for $2. Which
fair.
I'm like, finally, I'll justify that. So I'll check it out at some point.
Good.
Yeah,
Instead of an Entei, we're getting Eradicate. Yeah.
I don't mind. Like, I didn't hate Suicide Squad as much as like other people did.
Yeah.
It makes sense, sort of, for the most part. If you like cut out like the majority of the musical references, it makes a lot of sense.
Gnaws on anything with its tough fangs. It can even topple concrete buildings by gnawing on them.
That's kind of terrifying, actually.
As it should
Oh,
be.
it's a common rat.
Jacob Lerma, can a man be fridged? No. By definition, it's women, because that's what the problem was, because it always happened to women. Now, people are going to just start going, but what about this character? What about this character? Yeah, when the term was coined, it didn't happen to men that often. It still doesn't happen to men as often as it does to women.
Yeah.
Name it Entei.
The whole reason...
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, the whole reason that fridging even came into existence was because Gail Simone basically pointed out that Kyle Rayner's girlfriend got murdered and dismembered and put in an actual fridge by Major Force, and it actually, like made Kyle want to go murder Major Force and furthered his plot. That is what fridging is by definition. If a man gets killed, it is not a fridging. It is just a guy getting killed.
I'm naming it Entei.
But I think the thing that I caution is that not every death... I mean, the thing is, a lot of people do accuse male deaths of being fridging, like Firefly or Serenity.
And it wasn't to advance any of their characters.
The thing is, I understand that a lot of deaths can be, hurtful if it's a character you're really attached to, but not every character death is technically a fridging. That was a very specific circumstance where it was just a very cheap way to move the plot forward and didn't really tie into any broader storyline.
I will say, though, I don't like the idea that the Russos got very attached to fridging.
Right.
Because that's what happened to both Gamora and Black Widow. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, Black Widow chose. Still doesn't matter. She
didn't choose anything. She's a fictional character who was written.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, I'm not fully against the Gamora thing because there was a deeper story element to it. However, the entire concept of the Soul Stone requiring that test is so wildly different from how they achieve any of the other Soul Stones that I don't understand why that's a requirement to achieve it.
Well, my problem with the Soul Stone was so I have an abusive mother. I was super uncomfortable watching Infinity War and him saying that was love in the theater.
Yeah, that's bullcrap.
So uncomfortable. It
doesn't matter. Well, people argue, well, it's love from his perspective. No, it doesn't matter what his perspective. The universe says it is.
And that's problematic.
That's
and the
an
thing
issue.
he loves the most is control.
Mega Man DBZX, time to trigger Lewis. Don't frickin' use that term in my goddamn chat.
Yeah.
By the way, I do.
But the answer was yes, it was. Don't try to frickin' do that in my chat when we have people who actually suffer from psychological triggers. Don't you frickin' do it here, or else I will goddamn ban your ass.
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Someone use the term triggering in the chat.
In what context?
By the way, Jess,
What context do you think it was?
Because I say ban the fuck.
I give a warning first.
I don't.
My chat.
Sorry, Sage D says, my only problem with Infinity War is Star-Lord. Yeah, I thought about it, but I also realized that Star-Lord acted rationally.
Yeah.
Based on the information he had. So I don't find Star-Lord, like, preventing them from having the gauntlet back being that much of a problem, just because that's how a person would actually react if they found out that their father murdered their, person that they actually love,
Yeah.
Anyway, to move away from superhero stuff, let's move back to Pokemon, which is what we've been trying to do.
Can I just throw in one last thing?
Go ahead.
It's just, Jess, I'm very curious whenever you get to Cloak and Dagger, because Season 2 actually does do an entire play on the fridging.
Oh,
like
okay.
an intentional play on it, having a male love interest get technically fridged, and then like how you play that story-wise.
She'll come up on her own pace, sweetie. Anyway, two things. One, Mega Man DBZX, don't worry about it. And secondly, my name's Blue. I was once the Kanto champion, although it was short-lived thanks to Red. Anyway, take a good look around you.
So back to the game. Have we digivolved yet?
Nope.
Yeah.
So a volcano has destroyed Cinnabar Island.
Oh, well, that's not good.
A volcano erupts just like that, a whole town disappears. We can go on winning and losing in Pokemon, but if nature so much as twitches, we could be overwhelmed in a second. That's the way it is.
Got real.
But anyway, I'm still a trainer.
Henrik Henriksen says, God, imagine a Star Wars and Aliens crossover and we see Xenomorphs that use the Force.
Yeah. I gotta say, Lewis, I love that you're saying, like, let's bring things back on control by going to the game, just as they announce, like, a natural disaster that kills an entire island.
Yup. Well, it's even better. Blue brings this up, and now it's just like, so anyway, let's battle.
Yeah, he's feeling blue.
He's not ready to battle me. We need to get Blaine's. Blaine has relocated to the Seafoam Islands.
That's right.
So let's
Such
go
a
catch
Blaine.
another friend. And yes, I'm sorry. Looks like we missed our chance to catch Entei. I've nicknamed Eradicate Entei.
That's fair.
Yes, his name is really Taxes, but we're not really continuing on from that universe. That was a weird parallel universe in Pokemon Yellow.
This monster looks like an internet dater.
Route 20. Whoop. Well, yeah, we can also fish on Route 22.
Here? Holy crap, I didn't even notice. I'm so sorry.
What was going on?
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
Hey, game show reviewer.
I was just waiting for some sort of acknowledgement. Like I jumped in the middle of a chat here. I was like, oh, okay. I'll
Also, your audio is skipping a lot.
Yeah, you got a lot of skippy audio there, dude.
Like very Max Headroom.
Yeah.
I actually just read about that. I did not know that somebody actually hijacked that fucking.
The Max
shit.
Headroom broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh, you really should check out there's a whole story. There's like an internet quote unquote documentary about it. A guy named by the name of Oddity Hive did a whole episode on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick you out and can you leave and can come back because the skippiness is becoming an issue.
Okay, yeah, I'll leave. Just let me back in.
Jacob Lerma, I am sorry that started this.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's fine. It's just, we do have to put a stop to it at some point. We can't just keep, going on about it.
This has been a problem with the chats for a while now. I think that HeartGold is too long a game for this kind of thing because eventually we just keep circling around to the same discussions we've had before.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
how many times have we talked about Star Wars?
Well, I think part of it is Pokemon doesn't have a driving story that we can discuss as it's unfolding.
Sure it does. It's just the story is not that deep. Anyway, we
You're
got a
walking around
Gulpin. It
and
has a
naming monsters.
small heart and brain. Its stomach comprises most of its body with enzymes to dissolve anything.
Oh, so it's like me.
All right, game show reviewer, you back in?
This microphone check.
Little skip.
Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check.
There you go.
Patrick Caulfield will keep an eye out for your super chat. EaseM93, thoughts on Transformers vs. Terminator comic announced? I have no real thoughts, but let's get some names for a male Gulpin. 1R HPS fan, wow, Cinnabar became Atlantis. Got dishes to do. Till next time, I'm taking off. SKH's Video Productions, game show reviewer is Max Headroom, and Linkara should eat Harry.
On the Transformers Terminator, to give Frank Miller credit, his RoboCop Terminator crossover comic was really clever.
Digester, Tubbs, Politician, Buffet, Kirby, Gaskin, Your Ex, Gluttony, Mini
No.
Film Brain. Kirby, are you saying that Film Brain likes is mostly stomach? Kirby, Blobfish, Gurdor. I know you like Film Brain, but I don't think assigning certain names to Pokemon kind of implies things about them. Jabba, Bottomless, Gaston.
I have no problem with you naming him Noel.
Bob, Bobo, Blobfish, Ingester.
Jester.
Fish. Daniel Brandt. So I'm guessing the Cinnabar Gym wasn't insured by the league.
Probably not,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, probably
Tums?
not.
I like Tums.
Jester sounds like a 90s comic character. It's in Jester.
Oh, GSR, we're still looking for Patrick Caulfield's one as well, so...
All right. Oh, Tums on that.
Yeah, you're still skipping, man.
Ah, man.
Something must be wrong with your internet.
No, it's perfectly fine, man. I've got a hardwired connection.
Interesting.
You're skipping like a 3-year-old on a sidewalk.
Gee, thanks. Give me a minute. Let me try this. One second.
Patrick Caulfield, let's try a new topic. Have you ever
Oh,
watched...
God.
the YouTuber Mr. Beast, and if not, just to give good news, he started a plant 20 million trees event a few months back and reached it very recently.
Neat, but I've
It's
never
like
heard
the
of them.
animated corpse of a teddy bear.
Anyway, Spinda, who has a unique gimmick, which I will explain after Jacob Lerma's super chat. Kingdom Hearts is OG Disney Star Wars.
It's true. As somebody who just finished Kingdom Hearts 3, there is no lie.
Alright, we need a nickname for Spinda. Spinda's gimmick is that no two Spindas look the same. They all have different spot patterns.
Honestly, I would nickname that one Teddy Corpse.
Teddy Corpse!
It looks like a zombie. Look at it.
The chance of two Spinda having identical spot patterns is less than 1 in 4 billion. Zero Armor, potential new topic. What untapped source material would you like to see as a TV series or movie franchise? We will look at that in a moment. Dizzy Wizzy, Shifu, Insano, Spinnerella, Notwins, Spotter, Drunkymon, DRNK,
Ooh, give
Ruxpin,
hugs.
Snowflake.
Give hugs.
Why Snowflake? Oh, because unique items. U-Bear, Spot, Red Bear, Film Brain can excuse. See, now this works better with Film Brain.
There you go, Film Brain.
Snowflame, because I miss him. Fidget, Zombear. We'll go with Zombear.
I'm legitimately surprised with how dark they went with the new 52 that they never brought back Snowflame. Just because he's such a mean character.
They mention him, actually.
They what?
Yep, in Green Lanterns, they mentioned, I think it's Bulleteer. They meet up with her, and she said that her or a friend of hers was fighting Snowflame.
Oh, wow.
We don't see him, but they mention him.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm trying to surf on water right now. I just caught a teddy bear in the water.
That's
That's
why
nice,
it looks all
dear.
bloated and rotting.
Anyway, I wouldn't mind seeing like a series on the Tripod trilogy.
Mm. Whoa, that looks like an angel.
Oh my god, she is getting so old. My niece just sent me their Christmas card,
Ah.
and she's 8 now. And
Aw.
I cannot believe she's 8. It's so ridiculous. She's so grown up.
Benjamin Hall, spy game to keep only Robert Redford.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, Starfire is still down here. She's still sitting on the paper. I think Vega was trying to bring her up for food a little bit ago.
T-Scream 80, I'll keep an eye out for your super chat. Boy is currently trying to polish off the rest of the duck that we gave him for dinner.
I got it. The Muppets Pulp Fiction, the only human is Kathy Griffin.
I can get behind that.
Soulcaster, so is this a hacked ROM? Not exactly. Basically, it takes the ROM and then it randomizes all the Pokemon.
You can't hack a Star Knight.
Any Bond film, keep M.
No, you keep Q. Q is the only human.
Okay, I apparently have to call Excel because they're idiots.
Yes, you should do that.
Yeah.
Well, I can't call them until Monday, so...
Ah.
But they're idiots, because I made a payment plan with them, and they're like, hey, by the way, you didn't make a payment plan with us. Yes, the hell I did.
Someone said Judge Dredd keep only Sylvester Stallone. I counter that with Judge Dredd keep only Rob Schneider.
But we can't keep any Muppets.
Patrick Caulfield, how big are the kittens now, and are they still considered kittens? Kittens are considered kittens until they are 2 years old. In essence, Hime will still be a kitten until September 20th of 2020 when she turns 2.
And our kittens are only 7 months old.
Yeah.
So they're
So,
gonna be kittens
once-
for a while, guys.
Yeah, so once a cat turns 2, then they are officially a cat, and they either become a dumb boy, like my dumb boy, or they become a warrior princess, like my warrior princess. There is no in between.
The Muppet Star Trek keep only Scotty.
200 people are participating in the last chat of the decade, and that's pretty good in my opinion.
Hey!
John Wick, keep only Keanu. No, John Wick, keep only the dog.
I was gonna say that!
God, I'd love to see how they would do Puppet Gun Kata. To be fair, I'm halfway through Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance, and just some of the things that they do with puppets are amazing.
Fan Story
'Cause
Video
instead of,
Studios
like,
will
cutting
keep an
to, like,
eye
a
out for your
dresser.
super chats.
Did you get T-Scream 80s?
I did not.
Okay, did the teddy bear in the water have the initials JAS on its back? Winky face.
I do not know what that's a reference to.
I don't either.
Neither do I. That
Cosmos
sounds
Hero, do you feel the Game Freak rushed Sword and Shield glitch happening here, or that originally was made for the DS and towards the end they decided to port it to the Switch? I think they rushed Sword and Shield, probably because someone told them they had to get it out by a certain date, and that's why I'm fairly certain we're going to get like a sequel or third game in the series that will that will basically include the entire thing and all the things that will make it a complete game.
Right. Jacob Lerma, again, I am sorry I keep stating political talk. Fan Story Video Studios, real reason, Linkara qualified for Contest of Champions, defender of the LGBTQ+ community and the mentally ill. Also, thank you for being civil to us who like The Rise of Skywalker.
It's all good. We don't want to be like the people who were aggressively against The Last Jedi. We have stated that we don't like it. We did several different takes of how we did that Christmas greeting at the end of The Last Jedi thing, and I decided I wanted to end it on a funny note, and I thought it'd be funny to, after this big long defense of Last Jedi and countering the haters and like talking about all the great things we love about Star Wars, it just ending on, God, it sucked. That next one sucked though. It was just meant to be. It was just meant to be a funny, even though we don't like it. But I'll get into. But like, I need to see it more times, and I'm looking forward to actually having it on DVD and actually like looking over it and then thinking harder about it and all that jazz and seeing deleted scenes.
Professor Chaos 56, can I get a shout out for my friend Ocean who had her baby on Christmas Day?
Hey, Ocean,
Shout out, and
congratulations
also
on your-
this lady's just going. Marshtomp, which is the evolved form of Mudkip.
Yeah, my big thing about like Rise of Skywalker is I'm probably not going to see it for another 6 months, because big movies like this I don't like to see when it's in the middle of everyone's talking about it, because then it's like everyone wants you to have an opinion and they want you to basically validate what their opinion is. And it's like, I'd rather just wait for that to cool down.
Oh my god, I just realized I tried to get us away from Star Wars, but we're just moving back to it again!
Hey Lois, have you heard about the Star Wars?
Yo! That's Gage's video production. At least we can all look forward to Picard in 3 weeks. I hope so. I hope it's good, but I am worried because I do not like the direction because based on the trailers, I'm worried it's just going to be Discovery, but with familiar characters, which is helpful, but Discovery's still not good.
Well, it's Akiva Goldsman, goddammit.
And I'm pretty sure, isn't he still on the production team for Picard?
Yeah, he's one of the co-creators.
Yeah.
It's Alex Kurtzman and Akiva Goldsman.
Random view, Wrath of Khan, keep only Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, that's the problem. They should not be doing Star Trek.
I literally did on my podcast, Schumacast, where we're going to tell Joel Schumacher, I had to do 4 episodes in a row where there were films written by Akiva Goldsman, where I got to read Akiva Goldsman's scripts for the first time and really dug into why I don't like him as a writer. So I'm not excited whenever I hear that he's attached to something. That's always one of those things where it's like, ooh, this sounds really cool. Oh, crap.
Yeah, I'm worried it's going to be we need fan service to sustain this, and that's all they will have, and that the story will just be incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
By the way, Noel, did you see my the title card I put out this year for today for the next episode?
No.
I put out a for the DCEU. I put out a title card.
Yeah. The one where everyone is dark and gloomy except Shazam.
7 Seraphim 7. Also, apparently Patrick Stewart only agreed to come back if he had a say in the script, so that could help. Not necessarily, because Patrick Stewart may not have great ideas for stuff. Bear in mind, he also had participations lightly in Nemesis and Insurrection, stuff like that. He wanted more action hero roles when Picard is not an action hero.
Yeah.
There you are, Starfire. Sorry about that.
But to be fair, by the way, I did figure out it was my soundboard, not my microphone.
Gotcha.
To be fair, that's why I sound like crap. By the
To
way, I'm using the
be
built-in
fair.
microphone.
sound fine. You're on
You
a
sound fine,
stream.
you're good.
Nobody cares about how people sounds on the stream.
But like I was saying, to be fair, I mean, it did work when Picard was an action hero type in First Contact.
Yes, but that's because the story helped support it. I got a cherry at my feet.
Yay, baby! T-Scream80, I'll look for your super chat. True hippie, Muppet atop the fourth wall, but only Eliza is a human.
And now I've got a cherry on the desk.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Now we're all doomed.
T-Scream80, Linkara, what's your opinion on toxicity?
I like toxicity though. It just like this is not what I was hoping it would turn into. So after I raised it, I just kind of don't. I just put it in the box, and we're taking another cat break because we got Cherry now.
Baby.
And now she's going on get out of my arms.
Hey guys, what's Toxel and Toxicity? I don't know what that is.
They are new Pokemon from Sword and Shield.
Oh, that would be why.
Did your game freeze?
No, we're taking a cat break.
Playing with
okay.
cats.
Jacob Lerma, episode 9, keep Rose Tico, everyone else is porgs.
So only a human for a minute of screen time.
I'm okay with that plan too.
Boy, why you cry?
I tell you, I'm assuming the moratorium on episode 9 spoilers is not in play anymore.
No, it's still no. Episode 9 spoilers still restricted. None of that is still too soon.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Well,
Flareon is using Ho-Ho's signature move. That's why we keep getting burned.
Problematic.
This is not really a spoiler, but I will say the one thing that did annoy me about episode 9 was all the winks at the camera.
Yeah, that's fair.
Seraphim 7, commence kitty time, kitty.
I mean, they really drove me up the wall with the amount of winking at the camera.
Like literally winking at the camera?
They may as well have been.
Code Omega, the toxicity of our city. Of our city! Alright, and that's the end of Star Wars talk. I am putting a ban. No more Star Wars talk tonight.
By the way, Lewis.
I'm tired of talking about Star Wars, guys.
Different topic. I just watched part 1 of the Power Rangers Turbo finale.
Alright, what do you think so far?
That's a lot of piranhatons.
That is a lot of piranhatons.
So much so that you can even see the kind of like, hey, we didn't have enough helmets, let's just kind of slap something together that vaguely looks like one. But it's really fun so far.
I mean, when you consider the Turbo movie, which originally was just guys, not even a mask.
Yeah.
Boy, stop crying.
The Turbo movie was such a step down from the first movie.
See, I disagree. Well,
I mean, it's not a bad story.
It's not a bad story. Yeah, there's good and bad things about it. Neither one is good, but like there are bits that one did better than the other.
I just love the production values of the first movie. I just love the extra gloss that they added to it.
I appreciate that. Wing 012, whatever you do, keep Alf away from the cats.
Oh yeah, imagine if they did bring Wesley into Star Trek Picard. That'd be interesting.
T-Scream 80, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat. I'm just thinking to myself, like we're bringing up Alf of all things. I'm wondering how many young people even know what the hell Alf is, and then I just thought of Milhouse going, Alf is back in Pog form.
Oh
yeah,
God,
if they bring back Wesley, they need to not ignore the way he left the show and actually have to address that.
As opposed to Nemesis where he's just there.
Yeah.
T-Scream 80, what about the Rookity Corvusquire Corbinite line? I like it, but why did it become Steel type? Like, everything about it implies it's supposed to become a Dark type. Patrick Caulfield, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat.
Benjamin Hall, Disorderlies but keep the fat boys. As someone who did a podcast entirely about the Disorderlies, yes.
7 one last well-deserved tip for 2019. Thank you for a great and entertaining year. Here's hoping 2020 goes well. Keep being awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey.
I'm hoping 2020 will be fun. What are you guys hoping for? What's I know my resolution is mostly just try to stay on, try to keep the release schedule consistent for the whole year.
Okay.
Also finish Contest of Champions.
I want to get back into writing. I haven't been doing writing a lot.
Yeah,
I want to do that next year.
My 2 resolutions for next year are write the first draft of my book and apparently piss off as many people as possible about my opinions on superheroes.
Well, that's a goal you should have every time.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Well, you're already successful.
I'm gonna say my New Year's resolutions are 1, lose weight, obviously, and 2, and everyone's gonna love hearing this, finally produce the Scrabble episode of Game Show Reviewer.
Hey!
That's just crazy talk right there.
Well, I know, man. And if it doesn't happen, I will blame you.
Well,
Orange
all
Ox by
sincerity,
7.
I have seen every episode of your show, and I'm looking forward to a new one.
Sweet.
Orange Ox by 7 because Corbinite is a knight in armor. Yeah, I get that, but then why do they keep hinting it was going to be dark type?
I thought Corval Knight was a maneuver.
That's Corbomite.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Potatoes.
It's okay. Mega Man DBZX. To be fair, I don't think it was ever implied that Wesley couldn't come back for visits. Yeah, but in the deleted scene for Nemesis, he was a full-on Starfleet officer again, which totally invalidated his last episode.
Or they were hoping to have a novel that would just retcon it.
SKH's Video Productions. The following is a paid advertisement. Go Seahawks.
No, don't do that. Whatever.
What?
I'm
Why
a
celebrate
shill for any
Seahawks when you
sports
can
team you
celebrate
guys want to
Silverhawks?
promote.
Go Spurs, go.
I mean, I guess, if you want to follow me or whatever, I'm at Superhero Jess on most social media now. I do a show called Superhero Rundown where I talk about stuff related to superheroes and culture and whatnot. And I have 2 cats. One's a big dumbass, and the other is a ninja child. So go Vegas Knights.
Corbromite.
Yeah, I would say I'm on Twitter at NoelCT. I'm currently doing several podcasts. Big one right now is SchumaCast, going through all of Joel Schumacher.
Jacob Lerma, Kingdom Hearts, Leia and Saxus, OTP.
Kingdom Hearts is one of those things I've always wanted to check out, just because it is an interesting concept.
Mario, what did happen to the Traveler? Did Wesley annoy him to the point where he just dropped him off back on Earth?
There's your
He
warp
realized
bubble,
he forgot
Wesley.
his TARDIS.
Yeah.
I don't see how you got the thought that it would evolve into a dark type. It looks like it's a dark bird. Its final form is keyboard is a big black bird. It learns a bunch of dark moves.
Guys, you'll never believe what I found.
What?
Money?
A cat?
Yeah.
I did not believe that.
I don't believe you. I think you're really holding a dog.
Well,
I
he
don't believe you.
sometimes
I think you
thinks he's a
already
dog. Boy. What are you doing?
Anyway, we're at the Seafoam Islands now, which means we can catch something here.
Hey.
Yeah, so,
A
yeah.
fluctuating bacteria.
Echo doesn't like being held, so, when we hold him, he starts crying. It's just how he is. He also likes to honk at FedEx trucks. I'm not even kidding.
Does he make sounds?
Yeah, he honks, he just does, he gets really excited that there's a FedEx truck, and then he'll start honking at it in the car. It's hilarious.
Cheese Cremati, it's a Black Knight. I get that. Why isn't it Dark Steel then?
What do you mean Matthew Lawrence isn't in it?
Professor Chaos 56, how about talk about Event Comics Month? Heroes in Crisis Zero Hour and Secret Empire are all in. Will you tell us what the last one is, or is it a secret? Also, go Jaguars.
You gotta just do the math and figure out which one it is, which one we're doing. Actually, is this the Seafoam Islands or is it still the route?
I'm not sure, actually.
No, it's still the route. Okay, we can't catch anything new here.
Aww.
Sad face.
I don't think there's any wild Pokemon right here unless we go down, which, let's just do that. Let's catch a new friend.
It can't be wild if they know how to build a ladder.
I'm trying to think. What was there was a question? Oh, about Event Comics Month. It's 0 hour. Yeah, it's 0 hour Heroes in Crisis, Secret Empire, and House of M. Just do the math. If you want to just do the math on the votes, that's what I did.
Boy, why do you cry? Why you cry?
Roselia! Let's catch this Roselia in this icy wasteland. Yeah,
Yeah,
surprisingly,
I thought it
Infinity
might be
Crusade
held.
did not make the cut. I was expecting it to after doing Infinity War and Infinity Gauntlet. Apparently, people don't care how it ends.
But yeah, Echo doesn't like to be held. Hime doesn't mind being held as long as you hold her upright so she can breathe. No.
Noj Eod, favorite movie and game of 2019. P.S. Obstagoon is underrated. I don't play a lot of games, so Mega Man 11.
I finally finished Kingdom Hearts 3, so I guess that's my favorite game, and my favorite movie from 2019, I want to say is Knives Out, but I haven't seen it yet.
I've heard good things about it.
Roselia
Yeah.
that drink nutritionally rich spring water are said to reveal rare coloration when they bloom.
Let's see.
Seraph and her girlfriend are actually at the theater right now watching Knives Out without me while I'm stuck here with you three jokers.
All right, James,
Oh, so you
Comet
got the
Rose,
better
Jacob
end.
Lerma, Axel
Obviously.
X6, atop fourth wall, but Game Show Reviewer is king. I
Woo!
don't know what that means.
I don't either, but I'll take it.
All hail.
I don't believe you.
Rose Tico, but this is a male Roselia. Mamoru.
T-Scream 80 said, so Corviknight stole your lunch money, didn't it?
Maybe. Flower Fists. Lilymon. Let's do Lilymon, because, we need to, go back to our old naming convention of naming it after things not related to Pokemon.
There you go.
Okay, so Patrick Caulfield, I saw you post it. I just haven't found it again yet. Hang on, give me 1 second. Here we are. Patrick Caulfield. Is there any bad Jim Henson Properties comics that would be good for review? It would be interesting to see your overall opinion of those properties given their impact on TV.
I will probably end up reviewing a Muppets comic eventually, because I know I have one or two. It's just weird, because I don't see the point when half the appeal of it is the fact that they are puppets altogether. And sure, the story is still good, but it's what's the point?
I mean, it makes more sense with Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, where you can just expand on the fantasy story more.
Yeah.
But just doing straight Muppets comics is just kind of
Muppets Take Manhattan was a thing.
Oh, I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a comic adaptation of it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Well, there were a bunch of there were a bunch of Muppet Baby comics. There
Yep.
were. I mean, to be fair, Muppet Babies was a fun cartoon, and it kind of did away with the puppets.
True.
It was fun in its own right.
Let me ask you this, Lewis. Would you review a photo novel?
I'll probably end up. Yeah, I've done a photo comic before.
Oh, I mean, one of those actual things that's called a photo novel. It's it's quote an adaptation, but really what it is, snapshots from the actual film and all that.
Probably not, because comic. SK this video production. Linkara wasn't ready for the Corviknight maneuver. Oh, come on! They actually did. They actually did it. I could have sworn they let you fly to Seafoam Islands, but no, we gotta surf back to it.
Ugh.
One thing that I would say is there are actual comics that are just made with photos that are original to that comic.
True.
I'd say that counts as a comic instead of just one where they just take stills from a TV show.
Yeah.
It'll be fun, because eventually I'm gonna look at one of those John Byrne photo comics that are terrible.
Where he just took a bunch of stills and then made his own original stories out of them. Yeah.
Yep, they're awful. I think I was going to do one originally for Star Trek Timber, and then but then when I looked at it, I was like, I want to do stuff that's actually since it was still the anniversary year, I wanted to be let's look at stuff that's actually connected to things I've done before.
Have you ever said, John, your bad comic burns?
No, but now I want to.
Okay.
Jacob Lermo will keep an eye out for your super chat. Anyway, let's take on Blaine.
Damn it, Blaine.
Blaine.
Also, should probably swap out Wreck-It Ralts and get the Empress back, but we just surfed out here.
Are we going past 10 o'clock?
Oh crap! I didn't even realize. I thought I did. Wow, time has really flown.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess we're not taking on Blaine tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you. I just was asking because.
No,
I need to
you're right. It is. We are still going until 10. It's just, wow, I did not realize it had gotten so late.
Yeah, no, the only reason I ask is because I'm trying to maintain a steady regimen of my pills that I finally figured out how to take at a normal schedule, so I'd like to keep that schedule.
Yeah, no, stick to that. Wow, I did not. We zip by. We zip by today.
Yeah, we
I
really
know.
did.
This is what happens when we talk about nerd stuff. That's all we do. It's all just nerd talk the entire
This is what
time.
happens when Noel joins the chat early and makes bad puns for 2 hours.
Boy, stop honking at the plate. There is still food on it. My son is dumb, is what I'm saying.
I'm trying to communicate with him.
He can't hear you. You're on a headset.
The fun thing is, the original version of Gold and Silver, Blaine was just okay. They actually built a gym and maintained the original Seafoam Islands in the remake, but because of the way the original Gold and Silver were done, Blaine was just inside a small cave right here. Like, no other trainers, it's just him in a small cave.
That's so dumb.
Like the gym for Cinnabar, because of everything that happened, was the size of this room.
Cinnabar sounds like a Cinnabon that serves alcohol.
It does.
True.
Now I want someone to, like, trademark that and actually make it.
Yeah. You can get a cinnamon roll and a lovely glass of wine.
At Cinnabar.
We lost the gym
Yeah.
on Cinnabar Island and felt lost before we came here. And, you know, all those people died.
Yeah, so that kind of sucked.
That's a bummer.
Where's that from again?
What's what?
And you know, your whole civilization died. It's kind of a bummer.
That's from the Mr. DK movie. Still, your whole family died, huh? That's a bummer.
Yeah. Metaluna.
Boy.
What about Cinnabon? Cinnabar is
That
a
would just-
metal,
That would just
apparently.
be like a cinnamon-themed bonfire.
Yeah, that's fair.
It'd smell
yeah.
great, but it would taste burnt.
Yes, it's possible the island was evacuated beforehand, but come on, we know it wasn't.
Yeah.
Everybody dead.
Besides, didn't the entity eat it first?
Of course.
I thought I remember something like that from Pokemon Omicron.
If there's a line of dialogue where they say that everyone's evacuated, I don't recall it. I mean, it's certainly possible it's there. I mean, after a while, the NPC dialogue just kind of blurs together. And then you
put a
just
big
remember
dome
that,
over their
that someone was
island.
talking about how shorts are comfortable and easy to wear.
See, they just put a big dome over their island with their magical statues, and now they're underground.
There were like 15 people on the island. Excuse me. There was also the Pokemon lab, which I'm sure had like 3 or 4 people there.
Well, you,
Okay. So 18.
yeah, but if they're all captured in balls, you can just dig up the balls.
Pokemon
The people
Mansion, which was already burned down. On that
Yeah,
note,
just
it
sift through,
is
find the ball.
9:59, which, you know, might as well just be 10 o'clock. It is the end of the stream tonight. We will be back in 2020 with more of Pokemon HeartGold. We are coming ever closer to the end. We'll definitely take on Blaine next time, probably even Blue, and then we'll see about what we're going to do about the rematch with the Elite Four, because we want to make sure we beat them before we take on Red.
Okay, not for nothing. I just watched Echo take a piece of food, drop it in Hime's mouth, and then try to eat it out of her mouth.
Ugh.
Huh.
I think I saw that SNL sketch.
Anyway, I want to thank Jess Kittrick, Noel Thingvall, and the Game Show Reviewer for hanging around here and talking nerd stuff with us. Even though I'm surprised you guys still stick around for it, because it feels like we just keep talking about this every week.
Oh,
So, Lewis,
yeah.
what do you think about Star Wars?
Ah!
Yeah, I do want to say, though, I definitely thought about, not coming every week, but I don't, so...
There's actually, before we go, Linkara, there is a very obscure series that I remember watching once. Tell me, have you heard of this thing called Star Wars?
What is this Star Wars you speak of?
Hey, Lewis, take the Seagulls song, replace the word Seagulls with Star Wars, and it's all about Star Wars pecking at your noggin.
Also, Jacob Lerma, did we read his super chat?
We did. It was
okay,
the
good.
Kingdom Hearts one.
Very good. Thank you all for coming out here. We'll be back next week. Viga will definitely not be here next week because she's going to MagFest.
Hey.
I'll be around, though. And so will the cats.
The cats are kind of, I mean, they've been there since the beginning, you know?
Well, yeah, they've always been here.
Yeah.
We've always had cats.
We've never seen you without cats.
Anyway, thank you guys. See you guys later. May the Force protect you.
Good night,
Live
everybody.
long and prosper.
Night, y'all.
Good night.
Goodies.